and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be setting up my March monthly plan, and we're just going to go ahead and set this up. This is an Erin Condren 7x9 monthly planner. I have here I think it's daisies, I forget what they call it. If you're new to Erin Condren and haven't given them your email address, you can go and click on my link, and I believe you get $10 off your first purchase. And I think they give me some kind of credit, but I'm not 100% sure. We're going to go ahead and set this up. I'll show you how I normally set this up, and I'll be referring back to February just to refresh my memory. We haven't closed out February yet, but we're going to go ahead and do that today. We're going to set this up. So let's go ahead. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at my February goals, and I just suck at these first two goals, guys. Anyway, it's March. Let's concentrate on March. I'm using an Erin Condren dual tip. I really like the fine. So we're going to go ahead, do this month, rentals, and this is going to be videos. So I'll go ahead and get a sticker for that and do that later on, but I'll put in the videos that I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to do this month. I know a lot of people don't concentrate on this dashboard. I actually really like it. But okay, so what I put here is, and you can find a video on how I set this up, but I have this kind of just a dot tracker, and I just track things that are due for like yearly expenses that aren't like monthly. So our Costco membership is due and our Amazon Prime membership is due. And I probably should have looked at these two things before I filmed my March budget. Oh well. So if you're seeing this afterwards, you'll know that I did not add these in. Dang it. Oh well. I know they're coming. Okay, Amazon Prime. And some people save monthly for these. We just cash flow them, so we got to figure that one out. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to work that, but whatevs. I actually budget in spreadsheets on Google Sheets, so you can check out my previous videos before that, before this video launches. But what I like about here is going back and kind of reviewing where things are at. So like if you can see, like in February, I put down our expense stickers, our weekly check-in, and our sinking funds. And I really, really like the way it turns out. So I'll be closing out February in a couple days here, and I was doing it weekly. I think I am going to go back to weekly, but for this month of February, I just did every 2 weeks. So we'll go ahead and talk about the videos that we'll be posting. So we have our budget with me for March. We have our rentals budget. We have this one you're viewing today, which is our March setup, planner setup. We have our sinking funds video, which is obviously for March, and that's where I'll be setting up the sinking funds there. Let me just refer back to February to see what we put. Obviously the check-ins, so March check-in, and March month end. I did a mid-month here for February, but I was thinking of doing these weekly again. I may do like a 50 facts about me. So if I can think of 50 things, I might do that. These three really come out like within, I don't know, a few these 4 come out a few days of each other, so I'm kind of heavy in the very beginning of the month, and this isn't the video for that, so I mean, I can talk through that later. Okay, for March, I still need to transfer an account to Vanguard. I still haven't done that. Every time I attempt to, it's some work that I just don't have time to, but I need to do it. I need to list something to Macari just to get the ball rolling. I haven't done that either. I'm really bad. I did file our taxes for the month of February, so that got done. I can think of 2 others, so that's kind of what I've got going on. Here we'll be doing the rental budget, and I can go over that in a second. Okay, so sinking funds and sinking funds tracker, I'm going to save this for the next video, but then for the weekly check-ins, I will set that up today. We are going to do the weekly check-in. And some people use stickers, which works great, right? I can't right now. My budget just doesn't have it, but I really did think like maybe I should make my own stickers, which that would sound fun. I kind of don't have the time to dedicate to learning something right now, but I would love to. That sounds like so much fun. Okay, so we are changing it up. We are getting rid of Amazon as a category that we're going to track. So for the week of, this is actually February 28th through March 6th. So I go from Sunday to Saturday. And we're going to go ahead and do this. Groceries. We are checking in on gas, dining out, and then unexpected. So we are going to have 4 categories that we're checking in on. And we did decide to take Amazon off. And the reason I even put Amazon in was when the pandemic hit, I just stopped with my cash envelopes. I stopped with the sinking funds that we weren't going to be using because everything was closed. But now that we're back, everything's back, I put back our sinking funds. I want to say either December or January. And that seemed to work out just fine. Okay, so our groceries is going to be, because there's 5 weeks, and I'll go ahead and put the dates here. It's going to be $7.50. This is going to be $125 for gas. This is $300 for dining out. And then unexpected, I mean, you really don't know what unexpected is, but I always just put $250 just in case. But that's what we're going to be checking in week over week. So I'll go ahead and speed up the rest so you can see me set this up. Okay, so I'm back. This is what it turned out. I realized I was doing more spaces up here than needed to, so live and learn. So this is 5 weeks for the month of March. I know this is half a week, but I just do it by Sundays, and whoever has the most days in a month is how I, capture it. So like this one had 4 days in March and 3 days in April, so I still consider it as part of March. I do love the way this turns out, and we'll go ahead and set up the sinking funds and sinking funds tracker in the next video. we'll go ahead and do the budget for the rentals here, and that'll be it. So I'll go ahead and fast forward through that part too, but you'll see how this works. The other thing I forgot is birthdays. This just represents the day. So we have 2 rentals. We'll go ahead and set up this and we'll come back when I'm done. Let's go ahead and do this. This is the depressing part of being a landlord. So 62 take away 25, 37.25. 37.25. And then 3375. Take away, we just refinanced here. Take away 120, take away 250. So a profit of 697 plus 37.25, 44.22. So if you saw my other video, you would see that that's the profit. Fun times, guys, fun times. We're actually thinking of refinancing this one, and the numbers, I just got the numbers. And I'm curious, let's see here, real talk. It would go up, where is it? Let's see. Take away. Difference of 163.94. I can't raise the rent that much. It's COVID. I don't know what we're gonna do. Join me on Instagram stories and I'll kind of talk through that, because I don't know. I need to marinate in the differences. All right, guys. So this is the March setup. I could go in and on this side put in all of our bills and stuff, but I keep track of it on a spreadsheet. So this is really just where I like to kind of house this just for future. In the next video, we'll be going over the sinking funds, and then this is where we'll be visiting week over week. So with that, thank you for staying here as long as you have. If this is of interest to you, if you want to see where we end up for the month of March, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.